Good afternoon, everybody. Ragnarok Ranger here from the Ragnarok Theory. This is a follow-up on a video I've already made. I'm not at the stage, there's not enough people on my channel at the minute for me to be dropping links in and stuff like that. If you haven't seen the video from the little kit I bought at the Bushcraft show, look it up, it's in reviews. Okay, basically, at Bushcraft show this year, I paid a tenner on a punt, and it was the British Army survival kit, apparently issued to troops. It's BCB branded, right? So they do some stuff. Now, I didn't realise when I first bought the pouch, you got the pouch and inside it was a survival tin. The BCB survival tin is a tenner on its own, right? So I never lost out, but when I actually went through it, ultimately I weren't happy with it. So what I'm going to do is run you through first this bag, because this is the stuff that's not made it into the kit. So between the tin and that pouch, I've taken all of this out. I'm not saying it's no use, I'm just saying don't need it in this kit. So right quick, let's just bang through some of them. So straight away, their waterproof notebook. It's got a little pencil already in it. Don't make it in that kit because I want it for somewhere else, right? Just as simple as that. Yeah, it's a really good notebook, this, and it is a right in the rain, but I don't want it getting lost in a kit, and I want to be able to use it. Okay, instructions for the survival tin. It's going to be the same set of instructions twice. Absolutely, I don't need them. There's nothing in these kits I don't know how to use personally, so I don't waste the space trying to keep stuff like that in there. If you're not sure, carry it with you, keep it in, put it in your kit, whatever. Right, tweezers, they're massive, they're heavy, they take a lot of space up, and I'm not going to need them, as you'll see. So they're tweezers. They're a good pair of tweezers. I'll probably put them over into a first aid kit at some point. I stuck it all in this bag, it's hard to get out. Okay, some steady wipes. Oh, I've opened that one by mistake, so that one's stuffed. Right, but at the end of the day, it's not that I've taken them all out, there were just too many. And they're emergency blanket, because mine just feels like better quality, the ones I'm putting in the tin. As simple as that. This feels flimsy, and yeah. So another thing that, another steady wipe that didn't make it into the kit is the condom. Absolutely, I am not carrying water around in the condom and drinking spermicide flavoured water, so I've got absolutely no use for that. Another thing that hasn't made it into the kit is the shaving kit. To be honest, it'll go in my travel kit probably as an emergency shaver and stuff like that, but it's not something I'd carry around in a survival kit as such, which is what they've said that this is. Okay, spare plasters that I just took them out. Their version of a sewing kit. To be honest, I've not handled a sewing kit. I could throw that back in tin if I wanted it to fit, but to be fair, I've got something else for patching up with if it came to it. I'm really not that interested. You know, if I'm sitting around sewing and stuff, I'm camping, I'm not surviving. They put 10 steady tabs in the tin, and I've just put 4 in. You know, that's an emergency tin. They're calling it a survival tin, so that's a survival tin to them. Right, so at the end of the day, their striker with a big block of magnesium on. It's alright, you shave magnesium off, it helps light, but to be honest, yeah, I don't like carrying magnesium blocks around. I never have. I just don't. Tampax, absolutely no use to me. Right, I'm not going to have a period because I'm actually a man, so it's reason I've taken it out, because people will think they can use it for first aid and you can't. Right, it's designed for a very specific thing. You could possibly stop a nosebleed with it, couldn't you? Right, but if you've got a puncture wound and you try to stick this in it, it's not going to stop the bleeding, it's just going to stop the blood coming out. So it's really, really dangerous. The other thing is, if you kept it in, you could fluff it up, hit it with a sparker, and it'll burn because it's cotton wool, right? But again, I don't need it in there. Tea light candle. How big is that? what? That's a lot of space that's taking up. Get out. The striker to go with the magnesium. Again, too big, don't need it in there. All the fishing wire were wrapped around that thing. It's just too big. Oops, throwing it on the floor now. I'll get it in a minute. So that's not in there. They're little razor blade things. They're no use. What are you going to do with them? You know what I mean? And just taking space up in tin. Safety pins, I never put them in my kits. I think they're a load of nonsense. You don't need them. They're a button compass, because as you'll see in the review, it doesn't actually work. So I was majorly disgusted with that, because a brand like BCB putting a compass in that doesn't work is absolutely not acceptable in my eyes. And a couple of the fishing weights out of the fishing kit. I won't throw them away, but they're huge, and you just don't need that many. Because again, I don't really think I'm intending sitting around fishing if I'm in a survival situation. And the boil suite is I took them out because it's just like, by that stage, you know what I mean, you can stuff them in your pocket if you really wanted them. So that's all the stuff from the old kit that I took out. So first of all, let's go back to this. This initially came with this on the inside of it, right? And there weren't much in it. It looks a lot there, but there's not. So the first thing I've got on the back here, I've got a clip that I've put on. Okay. When I open it up, you can now see that this is actually a functioning kit by itself. So again, I'm just going to run you through what I've actually got in here. So first of all, and the reason that I don't need a tin opener, because I've put my Victorinox camper in there. Right, it's got the sword on it. It doesn't have the scissors, but I'm not overly worried about that. The saw, the knife, the main thing I'm gonna use. So I'm quite happy because I'm carrying the Huntsman with clear scales on as an EDC at the minute. So I didn't want that to just disappear from my life. Okay, one of these survival cards. Are they fantastic? They're good, but you know, there's some stuff on them that'll work. Some stuff probably won't. Yeah, but something's got to be better than nothing on it. It's got saw blades on, spears, all sorts of stuff. So I actually quite like them. I've got a survival match in there, as you can see, with the cover on, like I've been saying with some of them we've got. I've also got a little Examine style stove in there. It's smaller than the normal Exi stove, and I don't think it comes with any fuel in it anyway, because I don't think you can't Examine, that's in banned under terrorism act now. So if you've got any Examine, you ought to be getting rid of it, because it's a banned substance. You need to look that up if you don't believe me. Okay, two different sizes of tie wraps. Don't know why I've put this one in, because it's really hard to open. There we go. One of them little strikers. It's probably because it's just new, and to be honest, you don't want it to just open really quick anyway, do you? But it is really stiff, but nice little striker. Okay, then I've got I think 4, maybe more. How many have I put in? Yeah, 6 coffee filters, 5 purity tabs, and this will hold a litre of water, and it will stand up, it expands out. Okay, so that's my water purification side of things taken care of. I've got filters, got purifying tablets, and I've got a bag to carry it all in. Right, I'm just going to spend a minute and stuff this lot back in at this side, otherwise it'll just be all over the blooming place. But again, quite a comprehensive kit, as you can see, and that's just one side of it. I can never pick stuff up off tables when they start doing that. Right, and then just need to find them back into there and lock it over. So that was the top pouch there. Okay, moving on to the bottom pouch. These are ones that I actually put in my kits. and as you can see, the mirrors on them are pretty reasonable quality compared to some, right? So they're quite good ones. Then I've got a bag, and in that bag I've just got 4 towelettes, just 2 different kinds of brands. Tiny little bit of water, expands out, and you've got a face cloth for, they'll also burn, so you can use them for lighting fire. A snap light. My version of foil blanket, like I said, I just think it's better quality. A decent amount of repairs, for making repairs, emergency repairs on my kit, which I'm not overly worried about trying to sew while I'm out there. Packet of handy wipes, and some steady wipes landed in there for some reason as well. Why not, if they'll fit in? It's good to have all that kind of stuff with you. Right, so that is what I finally put into the bag there, at the bottom. My intention with this kit would be, it could go on a belt. It's got the belt hook on it, so I've got the option of wearing it on a belt, so if I wanted to. But I actually think my intention that this is in my pack, and if I need some emergency gear, I go to this before I'd go to my tin. Or yeah, so that's the pouch, and then this other tin. Now this is bigger than my small Ragnarok tins, but it's smaller than my big Ragnarok tins. Okay, so I've added the Ranger bands first, a couple of Ranger bands, and as you see, because they've been on a while now, it starts staying closed, because when I repacked this, obviously with changing the stuff that were in it, it made it quite hard. Okay, so that were theirs. I've kept that one. There's nothing wrong with the saw. I've just taken the split rings off and packed it a bit better. I've put one of these survival whistles in there, ready-made snare, good quality, no problem with that. I've kept that in. One of my little lights that I put in kits. The fishing kit, I've actually wound the fishing line round 3 snap light lures, so it's got 3 little lures in there as well now. The fire making kit, basically it's got a block of my red stuff, some wax cotton, and then it's got the end of a swoop necklace in there, and that's what I'm going for fire kit. New little bottle compass, mine. Yep, bang on. I knew it would be. All it is, it's like I buy them in the plastic cases, but I take them out of it now because it just saves space. Wow, I was quite glad when I first saw this, when I first saw it were in, but the quality is really poor. But at the end of the day, it'll reflect, and that's all you need to do. So it's still a signalling device, not as good as the ones that I'm putting in, but anyhow. A water bag. This one won't freestand. That's the downside of kits this small. Water filter, 4 steady tabs, steady wipe, couple of plasters. I ain't messing about with loads of first aid kit in a tin this size. Frenzel lens, so good for helping with first aid. Could possibly light a fire with that because it's a magnifier. A couple of small cable ties, and another survival card in there with the stuff on. And last but not least, my Victorinox SD Mini has made it into this one. Right, so yep, it's got the file on, the screwdriver, it's got the blade, which is sharp, I promise you, and it's got the small version of the Victorinox scissors, but these are banging. I've actually used them down on site. It also has the little tweezers in there and it does have a little toothpick in there, hence why I don't need them big heavy tweezers. Okay, and that's what I've done. That's what I've changed it out to, and I think that's a way better functional kit. Let me know what you think. Right, time to go for some tea, so take care. We don't prepare to survive, we prepare in case we survive. Survival is an instinct. Instinct is everything. Take care out there, stay safe, I'll catch you all later.